A new experiment in GTA 5. Today we have 5 ramps, and each time the angle of the ramp becomes bigger and bigger. From the smallest to the most gigantic ramp. Be sure to watch until the end, like the video, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss new experiments. Hello guys. As always, it's me, your favorite little penguin, Koki. Welcome to a new experiment in GTA 5 where we will test which car can make it across the entire GTA 5 map using the help of dangerous ramps, okay? Today with specially prepared unusual ramps. And there are 5 of them. The first ramp is at 10 degrees, then it gets higher and higher by a whole 5 degrees per ramp. That's 15, the third is already 30, which is twice as much as the previous ones, 4 is 40, and the very last one is 90 degrees upwards. This is the most dangerous one. Today we will check on which ramp you can fly to the very finish, and today we also have a diverse collection of cars prepared, ranging from mini bikes to super cheat cars. So watch until the end, give a like, and of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new cool experiments. Well, I suggest we don't delay and start right away with the first one. Today, the ramps are at 10 degrees. And for the 10 degrees, we have the first car. This is a bike, a regular bike. Well, not quite regular. A little big, just a little, just a tiny bit big, just a little bit. Nevertheless, we accelerate to 180 meters per hour and 10 degrees, which is quite low. The most important thing is that I don't press the gas, don't press the brake as the car stops. The distance it travels is the same. And 350 meters seriously isn't even half. Well, okay, just 350 meters, but still a decent result. Well, we're moving on, and next up is this kind of tractor. Indeed, it's unusual. It has 3 engines. Yes, a very unusual tractor. I think if we speed up, look, oh, it's even rearing up. Alright, attempt number 2, and 1, and 2, and 3. Whoa! Full throttle. Let's go! Now that's what I call turbo speed. Let's go. Wow, this is really very cool. Let's rear up and take off. Well, yeah, the main thing is not to flip over. Okay, it's moving, but not very far. And again, 150 meters. Well, almost like the last time. Wow, that was very close, but 150 meters is really not much. Our finish line for a moment is at 1,000 meters, at a kilometer, it turns out. So today we will check which car can fly 1 kilometer using ramps. So let's go for the next one. Whoa! And the next car is more interesting because it's a supercar. As you may have noticed, our cars today are arranged by levels. The first level is bikes. The second level is strange cars, for example, like this mini formula or that toilet or even a supercar on tracks. The third level, we have bikes, various supercars, sports cars. The fourth level is SUVs. The fifth level is sports cars and supercars. And the sixth, the very last level. These are cheat cars, for example, like this flying Lambo or a bed. Well, yes. So be sure to watch until the end. Today we will find out which ramp will be the winner, with which ramp you can really fly to the very finish, the greatest distance. So give a like, subscribe, and most importantly, write in the comments which ramp you are rooting for, because we are currently testing the first one and flying 325 meters. Damn, well that's even less than the bike. Looks like the very first ramp won't make it, won't win at all. No way. Well, alright, let's move on. This is exactly the fourth level, and that means it's an off-road vehicle. Well, overall you can see it has a total of 6 wheels. I would even say 8. 8 wheels. So we take the maximum acceleration possible with this off-road vehicle and see how far it can fly. Go! A 10-degree ramp. It doesn't launch the cars very high, but still, let's land on the wheels. Perfect. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. I believe it's some kind of scorpion. Come on, scorpion. I believe in you. 420 meters. Damn, I thought it would be more. We didn't even fly over half the map for a moment, and we've already tested almost all the cars on the first ramp. That's sad. But okay, let's move on. Wow, wow, wow. Now this is really interesting because it's a super duper car, sports car, or hypercar. Artists. I don't know the difference, but it looks very cool and confident, very fast. 300 kilometers per hour, 400 kilometers per hour, we can accelerate. Come on, please. The most important thing is to land perfectly on the wheels. Land. A perfect landing on the wheels. Couldn't be better. Only approximately 360 meters. It was extremely fast, but unlucky. It didn't work out, but okay. All hope is on the last car bet. It's sad, it's very sad, to be honest, because, well, what kind of bed? Seriously, 100 kilometers. How does it even drive? Doesn't even have wheels. It's certainly very sad, but okay, alright, why not? Let's go! What? She's flying! Seriously. Look, she's really flying, but according to the rules, I can't press the gas. I can't brake. So, please, we can only hope that she can glide right to the finish. Although, she's slowly slowing down, and even flying won't help us reach the finish. But by the way, this is the farthest car on the first ramp. And right now, we will surpass the 500 meter mark, which is exactly half. I think 500 can be counted, especially since it's moving a little there, so 500. I think it can definitely be counted for this super technical bed. And I never expected that a bed car could fly. Could you ever have imagined that a bed car could fly? It's certainly intense, it's really very intense, but nevertheless, this car covers exactly half of the map. Yes, we're heading to the second ramp. Well, it's time for the greens. We're moving to the second ramp, and it's already approximately 5 degrees more steep. So, instead of 10, we now have 15. And we also have this kind of jet-powered wheelchair. Okay, stop. I got carried away too quickly. This is really something. What kind of genius, what kind of engineer came up with this? This invention? A wheelchair with a turbo booster. Seriously. Well, okay, I suggest we don't delay and test it right away. Let's go! Woohoo! Charging the booster. No one mentioned the booster, so woohoo! Come on! Perfect! Alright, guys, I can steer, please. Come on, 500 meters, exactly halfway. Perfect. Come on. Roll. I wonder if turning the wheels with your hands like this counts? I think that's not allowed. So, unfortunately, darn, only 595 meters. Just a little short of 600, but that's a very good result, considering it's the first car at the green level. Well, this is much more interesting because it's a Formula 132. Of course, I think such a thing doesn't exist, but the most important thing is that this car should be much faster. Although, considering that the other car had boosters, I would have my doubts. But nevertheless, almost 500 kilometers per hour. Come on! We are close. I can't control the car, unfortunately. Come on, please, on the wheels! 700, right to the finish, just a little, on the wheels, and let's go. On the wheels, and let's go now. It braked. Oh, come on. Well, damn, that was really close. But, unfortunately, 850, 750 meters. We are passing through. Just a little bit was missing. 150 meters! Oh, that's sad. But nevertheless, I really like that each time we are flying further and further. And most importantly, really go down to the comments and write what you think. Which car collection will reach the finish today? Because something tells me that 10 degrees is really very little. 15, that's already better, but still not enough. Now 30, I think, is the most ideal. It's located right in the center. And I think this ramp is optimal. Not too high like that red one over there. And not too low like that green one over there. Or the very first one, the yellow one. So write in the comments what you think. I think most of today's winners will be from the blue collection. And what do you think? Write in the comments. It will be really interesting to read. And we accelerate and take off. Maximum acceleration. Let's go. Wow, that was good. I'm flying towards the finish. I see the car at the finish. It's very fast. Come on. Yes. Though, a little bit off course. But, guys, this is the first car that make it to the finish. Woohoo! Perfect! Congratulations if you wrote green collection in the comments. Well, we're moving on. So, has the time come? Time for green level SUVs. By the way, this is indeed also a military SUV. I suggest we don't delay and not examine it right away. The car is really cool, but we're going to take maximum acceleration and see how well we handle this challenge. Oops! I like that the cars land right on their wheels. It's perfect, just like roly-polies. The only thing is, this car is very heavy, so it stops very quickly. Only approximately 480 meters? Darn! We didn't even make it to the middle, but it's okay, we're not upset. Because next up is the real McLaren. Look at that, it even has doors that open upwards and... Something tells me that this car has everything. There's a 99% chance it will make it to the finish, so let's accelerate and fly at 400 kilometers h. Come on, please, McLaren, everything should go perfectly. Land on the wheels, come on! Yes. Ho, ho, ho. Did you see that? For such a trick, you definitely need to give a like. Oops. And we're already at the finish, so we already have 2 cars at the green level. I really like this. I suggest we quickly test the last flying Lambo like this, and immediately move on to the blue level. Because, in my opinion, it's the most interesting. This Lambo is supposed to fly, but for some reason it's not flying. Could it be that the fuel ran out? Oh yes, that's right, it's aviation fuel here. They mixed everything up, but guys, you can help refuel this Lambo. 1 like equals 1 liter of fuel. So right now, give a like and this Lambo will definitely fly. Oh, I can feel the tank filling up. Thanks for the like, guys. Wow, look, it actually worked. Okay, now let's activate flight mode. And accelerate to the max. Woohoo! It's a pity that I can't control this Lambo. Here it is landing and... Seriously. Damn, it's a flying Lambo, but... Unfortunately, I can't accelerate, can't brake, and it stops at 250 meters. Seriously, it's a flying lamp. Look, you can just take it like this in a second. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And we're practically at the finish line. But, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. And we only fly 250 meters. Damn, it's like a beast in a cage, the most frustrating thing. Oh well, the most important thing is I'm not upset at all. Why? Because the time has come. For my favorite blue collection, although the red one is also cool, it should really be thrown upwards. Let's check which car seems cooler, which ramp more precisely seems cooler. Here we are testing both the cars and the ramp simultaneously. Now I'm a real Harry Potter, let's go. Just crashed, and that's it. No. How much is -1? Didn't even reach 0. See, I'm not Harry Potter, I'm some kind of Harry Potter. Well, okay, let's move on. Can we... No, we can skip it. Please? Seriously, a toilet on wheels. Yeah, you're kidding, but this is... Well, no, this is... Seriously, a toilet on wheels. Oh, my gosh. Well, okay, alright. Please, let it not get stuck like the previous car. Seems to be better. And, by the way, we're flying much higher now. Come on, toilet, please. This looks very funny and sounds very funny. A toilet. On wheels. Well, yes, and unfortunately, we're only flying 380 meters. But okay, I'm not upset yet. There are 4 cars left. I'm sure all 4 cars, every single one, will make it to the finish. Because this is the blue collection. The ramp is very good. The car should also be very fast. And this is some kind of sports car. A Corvette, probably. Probably a Corvette. So we take the maximum speed of 400. Let's go. 550 kilometers into the forest. I have no doubt that we will reach the finish. Absolutely no doubt. The most important thing is we land perfectly, not fall straight down like a stone on the wheels. Hey, no. Yeah, no. It's a prank. What kind of prank was that? Seriously? 900... 100 meters short. 100 meters? Seriously? That's sad. Okay, let's move on. The chances are, of course, getting smaller and smaller, but nevertheless, we can still end up as winners. Wow! And what kind of car is this? Guys, on the count of 3, I'll show you cosmic speed. 1, 2, 3, let's go. 700 kilometers. Stop. I think I'm overshooting the finish. Yes. Just a little bit. I think we'll fly 1,500 meters with ease. This is some kind of cheating. Dodge SRT, it's a Jeep SRT. Jeep SRT. But it turns out it flies over everything by 150% and heads straight to feed the sharks. Let's move on. This really should be the coolest ramp. I believe in it because it's a Porsche 911 with a very cool spoiler. And I'm sure we should reach fish 100% on it. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Wow, it's skidding, but I'm sure we can do it. Come on, come on, come on. The most important thing is to land correctly right on the wheels. No, we're plummeting down like a stone. We're plummeting down like a stone. And please. Perfect. 50 meters. Okay. The last noob of this blue ramp is this kind of pixelated one. It looks very cheat-like. I hope it will be just as clean. I'm quick because I'm really rooting for the blue ramp. Yes. It's very fast. Come on, 600 kilometers. Now even 650. Yes, wow, yes. Yes, wow, yes, yes. We're going straight to the finish. I'm happy. I'm very happy, guys, because this is already the second car, and we flew over again. We just flew over the finish line with 2 blue cars. I think this is 100% worthy of victory. Well, okay, maybe not yet. Worthy because we have the next ramp, and it's a whole 40 degrees. It should be very cool, considering that the first vehicle today is this kind of jet bike. So guys, I think we should 100% fly through all the challenges on it. And 1 and 2 and 3. Acceleration. Go. 1, 2, 3. Woohoo. Activating wings. Acceleration. And off we go. That's it. The most important thing is to fly like this, like an airplane. I am now a real airplane. I can't press back and forth, but I can fly. Steer correctly left and right. So, we should handle it perfectly. Go! We are descending. No, and there's no booster. Sad. It's very sad. But I hope we can make it. Come on, up, down, up, down. Perfect. Everything seems to be working out. Come on, come on. Oops. Come on, come on, come on. Now, we just have to cover 1,000 meters. Come on, right to the finish line. I don't know, honestly, if this can be counted or not. Because it seems like the wheels crossed. Finish. But it seems like the finish is here too. Write in the comments, it will be very interesting to read. But I think we can safely count this bike because it's really a cheat in its own way. And this is the first car of the purple level. Well, we're heading further. What kind of cyborg is this? Guys, I think at this speed we won't even make it onto the ramp. 50 kilometers per hour is the maximum, just so you know. Seriously, 50 kilometers per hour. Can we go any faster somehow? Why so slow? I think we won't even make it onto the ramp. Come on, oh, let's do it carefully and... Oops! Whoa! Woohoo! We did it! We traveled the whole 5 meters. That's more than a broom. Alright, let's not drag it out. Let's head straight to the next car, because I can't wait to find out which car, or rather, which ramp will be the winner today, because so far, we have a tie. We have the green ramp with 2 cars, the blue ramp with 2 cars, and the purple ramp already has 1 car. And I think that now there will be a second one. It's just a perfect throw to the finish. Yes, guys, this is the second car in the purple ramps collection, and for the 3rd time in a row, we are practically flying Mafridi over the map. Congratulations on the victory. Wow! And what kind of armored vehicle is this? I really appreciate it, of course, but the only thing is, because of this battering ram, I definitely think it will be quite problematic for us to drive on the ramp. And the car itself, I think, is indeed quite heavy, although it accelerated very well. The suspension is perfect. But, as I said, because of the extra weight, due to the armor, spikes, and this battering ram, it is very heavy. And the maximum it can fly is 500 meters. 500 meters is only half the map. This monster will definitely fly much further. So I suggest we get into this cool Mercedes GT 63. Not 63. This is, honestly, I don't know. Is 63 the G-Wagon? And this is some kind of shark, probably. Write in the comments if you know the exact name, because I only know that it's a Mercedes. But the exact name, not really. Oh! What? Looks like because of the suspension being too low, we just got stuck in the textures. Alright, let's take maximum acceleration. A little less, raise the car as high as possible, and... yeah, this is some kind of prank. I just can't get through. That's it, guys. This car is not participating in the trials. Alright, like this. Well, yes, at maximum speed, apparently it gets pressed down a lot because it's a sports car. And unfortunately, that's it. We fly, and Cover. Exactly 250 meters. Well, it's time for the cheat car. And... Wait, what? What is this? Mercedes. A Nike sneaker. Very interesting paint job. But even more interesting is whether this car can reach the finish line. I think the answer is obvious. Seriously? Wait. Well, no, I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. That's it. We're flying. Woo. Woohoo. Perfect. It turns out there are already 3 cars in the purple collection. Well, guys, all the cars are finished, which means the last 90-degree ramp is left. And it's not for nothing that it's red, the most dangerous, the toughest. And I'm sure this ramp has all the potential to win. Because so far, the score is 2-2-3. Let's go check what this ramp is capable of. Woohoo! I got it, we can glide. Gliding isn't prohibited either. Accelerating is prohibited, and we won't accelerate, right? We'll just glide. Okay, let's use glide. A little to the left, a little to the right. I'm actually flying away. No, what's in 100? Only 700. And I even flew into the ocean. Well, it didn't work out. What can you do? Stop! 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 Seriously? This is a trash can. It's just a regular... trash can. Well, okay. Okay. Let's test. The trash cans too. Why do all the cars lean to the right side? We're going to fly off again and cover only 100 meters. I mean, seriously. 100 meters is the max. Well, okay, here. Actually, the cars are interesting too, but something tells me they must be very heavy. Just take a real look. This seems to be a Dodge Challenger. Very fast, but instead of wheels it has tracks like these. This is no longer a supercar or a sports car, but a real tank. And something tells me that as soon as we land, we won't just drive off like on regular wheels. We'll just drop like a stone now. And that's it. Look, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we moved a little, but nevertheless got stuck. We carefully drive through and 500 meters. We overcome it. Well, not bad. Wow. And this is more interesting. It's some kind of sports Kamaz. It looks very fast considering it has this kind of shape. Oops. Sorry. And it should also be very heavy. But that won't stop us because we're accelerating to 450 kilometers per hour and taking off straight into space. The only downside is that this ramp is too high. It's directed straight up at 90 degrees and it just throws us upwards. So upon landing, we won't even roll anywhere. Well, at most 5 meters forward, and unfortunately, that's it. This is why this biggest ramp is bad, because with the previous ones, we could at least drive further, which allowed us to reach the finish, but here we just fall down like a stone. Wait, is it really just 2 cars left? On the red ramp, not a single car will reach the finish line. Is that a BMX? A regular BMX? Goodbye, red ramp. I think we have no chance, guys. This is terrible. It's just terrible. We really fly up, and of course I can see the finish. Yes, there's 1,000 written. 900, 800, 700, 600. But unfortunately, we just fall down like a stone. And there's no way we can reach the finish. 450 meters. Sad. Well, as for what to expect from this BMX, honestly, I don't even know. This is the last vehicle for today. Seriously. A regular BMX. Okay, at least we can jump on it. 1, 2, 3. Wow! What? Without a ramp? Brake, stop, brake, too much. This is overkill. Oh. Enough. Braking. How is this? What kind of cheating invention is this? I'm shocked. But this is the first vehicle on the red level. And, as it turns out today, the last 5th place is taken by the first ramp because there are 0 vehicles here. The 2nd place is taken by the last ramp because there is only one such cheating bike here. Then, the 3rd and 2nd places are shared by this orange one. The green and blue ramp and the 1st place is taken by the purple ramp, so if you wrote it in the comments, you're absolutely awesome. You'll get a heart from me in the comments. Hi guys! As always, it's me, your favorite little penguin, Koki. and this is a new video with ramps where we'll find out which car can fly across the entire map using unusual ramps. Let me remind you that today we have different ramps with inclines of 10, 15, 30, 45, and 90 degrees. We're going to use these today to try to fly across the whole GTA 5th map. And we've also prepared the most unusual collections of cars, which include bikes, unique vehicles, supercars, off-roaders, fast supercars, and the most overpowered cars. So make sure to watch the video until the end, leave a like, and of course, let me know in the comments which of these cars you think will make it all the way to the finish today. So I suggest we start with the smallest ramp, which is 10 degrees, and begin with this kind of bike. Well, actually, this isn't a bike, it's more like a real monster truck. Honestly, it looks really unusual, and all we need to do is, first of all, get up to maximum speed and launch ourselves as high as possible, all the way to the finish. 1, 2, 3, let's go! And you, right now, scroll down and smash that like button. 150, 200 already, 250, come on, come on, come on! Whoa! Bikes can also iron! Come on! Perfect! Just so you know, I'm not accelerating, I'm not braking or accelerating. However far the bike goes, that's the result we'll count. Look, 500 meters! Seriously? Only 500 meters? That's only half. Seriously? Well, okay, half. I thought it would be a lot more. Alright, it's just the first car and the first ramp. Let's keep going. Alright, 500 meters is actually pretty good, but we're moving on to the next challenge. And next up, making its appearance right here on the very first ramp, is a mini spaceship right now. Oh, what is that? It looks like a mini airplane or a mini rocket. Well, anyway, once again, we need to hit maximum speed, and this vehicle feels much, much faster, so I really hope that we can make it and reach the finish line. The most important thing is that today, the ramp with the most cars making it to the finish line is the winner. Come on, land on the wheels. Perfect. Alright, now let's head to the finish. Come on, come on, come on, come on. The speed is gradually dropping, and something tells me that we definitely won't make it to the finish line. Yeah, 480! Here's 500, not even halfway. Damn, that's disappointing. Alright, let's keep going. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just take a look at our absolutely amazing next car. Here it is. I'm 100% sure, well, okay, 99.9% sure that it'll make it to the finish line because it's a Ferrari. Granted, it's a little old, but it's very fast and very expensive, so I suggest we go for maximum speed, accelerate, and fly straight to the finish. 450 kilometers per hour. Seriously. That was great! Please, just land on the wheels! No! Well, we almost landed on the wheels, though we did break the bumper, and now the Ferrari isn't really a Ferrari anymore. But still, come on, come on, come on! 800! Damn, we almost made it to 800! We managed to fly about 790 meters! Just a little bit short. I could already see the finish line, but luck wasn't on our side. Not today, apparently. Alright, alright, alright. Now, these are off-road vehicles. Of course, we won't be able to reach the same speed as the Ferrari, but I'm sure this ride will still show who's boss here. And it even lights up. Just look at that. A really cool car. Let's get up to maximum speed and go. 6 wheels. Actually, even 8 since we have 2 spares. And let's hope this car makes it to the finish line. Come on. On the wheels, flip over. Come on. Whoa. Great jump. Come on, come on, come on. Get on the wheels and let's go. On the wheels. Well, almost landed right on the wheels. Ha. The car fell apart halfway and covered exactly 640 meters. Damn, I was hoping for more. But actually, that's the second place for today so far. Let's go get the next car. And here, by the way, we've got a supercar from the future. Seriously, look, on the first level, we've got these bikes. The second level is some unusual cars. The third level is sports cars. The fourth level is off-road vehicles. The fifth, supercars. And the sixth, those are real cheat cars. So I suggest we quickly test this supercar, which accelerates to 550 kilometers per hour. But unfortunately, are you serious? Are you serious? I don't even know how to comment on this, but we drove exactly 450 meters. That's the worst result. Even though it's a supercar, I'm really disappointed. Let's just move on. Well, okay, a cheat car is definitely a cheat car. But what is a Bell-Ass doing here? Excuse me, but what exactly is this? Who actually came up with this idea? What kind of genius? It's just incredible. Well, okay, if it's a cheat car, it should have some kind of super ability. What and why? Look, it just takes off and pops a wheelie. It's very fast, but because it's so heavy, unfortunately, I think 200 meters is the maximum distance we can cover. Well, yes, 180. A whole 180 meters. Although for such a beast, that's just an incredible result. 180 meters. Congratulations. But unfortunately, this is the worst result. Alright, guys. We're moving on to a tougher ramp. 15 degrees, exactly 5 degrees steeper. And the first car from the collection is a jet-powered, wheelchair. Let's see what it's capable of. All we need to do is pick up some speed and go. We can activate the turbo booster right in midair. So perfect smooth acceleration, let's go. The most important thing is to reach the finish, By the way, I can't activate the booster anymore. It's still on, of course, but that would be against the rules because I could easily just activate it like this and we could easily make it to the finish. But that would be unfair. So this wheelchair covers 480 meters. It stopped somewhere around 500. That's why I think this is fair, because activating the turbo booster would be 100% unfair. So we leave our wheelchair here and head off to get the next car. Anyway, it wouldn't have made it to the finish line. Okay, let's keep going. And next up is the sports car, the ultimate in speed and style. If on the next level, we're expecting a genuine, fully functional toilet, then here, what we have is Formula 1 racing. Almost a Formula 1 car from the past, I would say. But that's no big deal, as they say. We just go full speed, and our goal, no matter what car we're in, is to make it all the way to the finish line. And this car flies really well. All we need is to land on the wheels and make it to the finish. Come on, no, come on! Perfect, right on the wheels and we're rolling. Come on, keep rolling, little car. No! Look how really incredibly close the finish is. We were literally just 100 meters short. That was just really so sad. But I'm sure the next car will definitely make it, for sure. Why? Because this car has really big wheels, and it actually looks really unusual. This is a real muscle car. Although, by the way, I just thought about it. We actually have 5 ramps today. If the first ramp is too small, the second ramp is perfect, just like the third one. But the 4th and 5th ramps are already way too high. At 90 degrees, the ramp will almost launch us into space, not for distance. Bruh. Oops, sorry. So, where was I? I think the most ideal ramps are the green and the blue ones. Those are the ones where absolutely the most cars will make it to the finish line today, without a doubt. What do you think? Write your thoughts in the comments. Or maybe you actually think that the first ramp will have the most cars reach the finish line. Seriously? Wait, hold on. I went a little overboard. How did that happen? I didn't even have time to notice. But that's the first car to reach the finish line today. Splash! Okay, let's move on. It's time for the SUVs. But this SUV isn't ordinary. It's military and it even has a minigun. But there's one big but. Since it's military and armored, it's going to be very heavy. So I think driving it through will be quite problematic. But we'll try our best. Let's go! It's kind of really unusual, but whoa, on its wheels. Come on! Darn it, almost, come on, get on your wheels and go! Well, yeah, it almost made it almost halfway through. Alright, I think we can safely count 490 meters for this off-roader. So, there's just a little bit left. And next up is the supercar McLaren. Here, I'm 100% sure, okay, not 99, but 100% sure that this car will make it to the finish line. At this speed of 700 kilometers per hour, I truly believe it's been unmistakably clear for quite a considerable amount of time now that we're at the finish. We could have flown through 2 more of these tracks, but that was easy. That was just easy. And now the second car from the green ramp is reaching the finish line. That's 100% a good sign. Whoa! And this is a real Lambo, complete with Velcro tires. Although, honestly, I think the Velcro probably won't really help us much here. On the stairs, the Velcro works perfectly, just as expected. But here, honestly, I really don't know. Although maybe because of the big wheels, it will actually help a lot. Come on, please, make it to the finish. Just a little bit more. Come on. I believe in you, please. That's it, stop, enough. Woohoo! Seriously? Because of the big wheels, our car made it to the finish. Now I understand why these cars are actually kind of cheating. The bigger the wheels, the easier it is to reach the finish. Because the car really works like a bouncy ball. So, this is already the 3rd vehicle. Now we're heading to the blue ramp. Alright, the blue ramp is up next. And let's start perhaps with a bike. It's actually a little bit damaged already, but I don't think that's a problem at all. The most important thing is that bikes can iron, and by the way, it seems really fast. We pick up maximum speed accelerating. How much is that? Almost 300 kilometers per hour? That's insane. And all we need to do is glide perfectly. Okay. Whoa, come on. Looks like that's it. Here you can just slow down and simply fall. We're rolling along super easily. Whoa, braking! And the very first bike from the blue collection is already reaching the finish line. I think this is going to be the most perfect ramp. Let's go test it. Although, right here I actually started to have doubts. Is this a toilet on wheels? Seriously? Yeah, it's a real toilet on wheels. And I don't think it's going to pick up much speed at all. 200 kilometers per hour, 230, that's the maximum. And the most important thing is not to flip over in such a toilet, otherwise it would be really bad. Let's go! Ta-da! A perfect landing, in my opinion. Just bravo! Bravo! 200 meters is an awesome result. Honestly, for a toilet on wheels, that's the best possible outcome. It even flew farther than the Bel Air. That's amazing. Whoa, whoa, whoa! And just look at this sports classic. It really looks impressive. And it's a convertible too. A James Bond convertible, I'd say probably. It really does look very similar. Granted, there are no miniguns, no rockets, but that's okay. The most important thing is to make it to the finish line. 1 and 2 and 3. Takeoff point. No grill. Interesting. How did James Bond's car have it? It had some kind of super abilities like that. I think this one doesn't have anything. And we're landing right on the roof. Perfect. Just perfect. The main thing is to close the door. That's right. Okay, we were just a little short of 500 meters. But that's no big deal. Let's go after the next car. Now it's time for SUVs. One notable downside of SUVs is, as a matter of fact, actually their weight. This is because SUVs are usually much heavier than regular cars. So we're going to accelerate as much as possible right now and try to fly across the whole map. I feel like we won't really make it because the top speed was around 300 kilometers per hour and the car is very heavy, but it lands on its wheels. Maybe that'll help us? Come on, come on, come on. Yes, we beat the previous car. That's already much better, that's much better. Come on, 600 meters and, well, 600. Alright, 620. 620 is the maximum for this car. Honestly, I thought it would be less, but we got lucky and made it 620 meters. Wow, wow, wow. Just look at this incredible car. I mean, really, what is this? What kind of stunning, breathtaking goddess is this exactly? This is a truly stunning Porsche 911. Oh, why is it so astonishingly fast, I wonder? Seriously, I mean, how does it manage to go this quickly? Alright, whoa, just take it easy, alright? How do you accelerate in this thing? It starts swerving from side to side. Looks like the stability control is off too. Okay, let's speed up, carefully. No! This is what happens if you drive really fast without stabilization. In general, very fast if you drive. So don't race. Even if you race on a bicycle, don't race on a scooter, and especially don't race in a car. Otherwise, this could happen. The car is really fast. It's completely uncontrollable. I think there's some kind of third one here. There is. It's actually really tough. But unfortunately, because of its super speed, it flies the shortest distance. Only 180 meters. Alright. And what's this helicopter doing here? Is this really a Lamborghini helicopter? What kind of brilliant, innovative genius came up with a vehicle like this, an incredible vehicle like this one? This is just insane. Alright, let's fly. Wait, stop! Are you serious? Just on a helicopter. This has to be a joke. Impossible. How? How is this even for real? We're just taking the helicopter and flying across the entire map. Well, that was honestly about as easy as it gets. Man, it's really such a shame that only 2 cars managed to make it to the finish line on the blue ramp today. And for now, the green ramp is in the lead. But I think we still have enough cars to eventually overtake the green ramp, hopefully. So we're leaving the blue Lambo right here and heading to the next ramp. So what's next? We have the purple level right here, which, as you can see, is carefully positioned at precisely a 40-degree angle. This should be really awesome, because 40 degrees is just a bit steeper than the previous one. And maybe this ramp will turn out to be the most perfect one. Let's find out right now. We're starting off with this 4-wheeled bike. We pick up speed, and all we need to do is glide. Glide. Oh, it's not quite working out. Why? Because we have 4 wheels and oh, it's working. Look, almost perfect. No, we're falling. Come on, please. Glide. No! I can't press the gas, but I hope we'll make it. Come on, we have to roll to the finish. There's just a little bit left. Please, keep rolling. No! Are you serious? Come on, no, stop. This has to be a joke. Seriously? 990 meters. There it is, you see. It's within arm's reach. Can we push it? Hey, please! Well, just a little bit, like this. It won't budge. Ah, damn. Whoa! And, what kind of machine is this? It looks really, really cool. I mean, just amazing. It's a Ford. A really old Ford, but it actually looks like a tow truck. It really looks like a tow truck. All it's missing is a hook, and we could be towing cars today. 500 kilometers per hour. Are you kidding? How is that possible? That's impossible. How could you accelerate to 500 kilometers per hour in this car? This is insane. But unfortunately, because it's so heavy, we only make it about 450 meters, no more. That's a real shame. The car is actually really cool. Alright, let's keep going. Now this is more interesting. This is a Dodge Challenger, and in my opinion, this is the fastest and one of the most dangerous cars, one of the fastest and at the same time, one of the most dangerous cars. It has rear-wheel drive and can easily skid, at 800 kilometers per hour. I think this is the fastest car so far today. Look, I think there's a 300% chance that this car is the winner. I can't even see the other cars at the finish line. That's how high we're flying. Well, congratulations. We already have one car on the purple ramp. Okay, SUVs are, of course, quite interesting. But this is also an SUV limousine, mind you, actually equipped with powerful miniguns. And in fact, as you can see, it can actually jump as well. Seriously? Well, alright, okay, let's hit top speed, miniguns forward. Though, to be honest, they won't really help us much. Let's use the jump and just try, at the very least, try to reach the finish because this car is really heavy and that's going to be quite a problem. But we flew at least 400 meters and landed on our wheels. But look, it just stopped in a second because of its weight and went exactly as far as the previous Ford. That's disappointing, but expected. But here's what I think is absolutely expected. This Mercedes will definitely make it to the finish line. And by the way, we have every chance, unfortunately not to get ahead, but at least to match the green ramp because we have this kind of Mercedes and a Lego Bugatti with a turbo booster. So what do I suggest? We take the maximum speed, 700 kilometers per hour. We don't even need more than that. Right now, we're going to fly over the finish line again. Oh, come on. Once again, we just take off and fly away. Well, okay, at least that's better than not making it. And that's already the second car on the purple ramp. And the guest of the show is the Bugatti with a turbo booster. Granted, it's made out of Lego and it's not exactly an original Bugatti, but I think that's fine. We just activate the boost, accelerate 500 kilometers per hour, even 600. Oops, I think we don't even need the boost. We're flying over the finish line again anyway. Seriously? I suggest a new tactic. Since we're overshooting, we need to come back. New challenge. Activating the boost. Come on. Fly. Did it actually work? Almost. Come on. Come on. Perfect landing, ladies. Woohoo. Now that's definitely worth a like. Why so sad? What happened to the car? Well, it's okay. Nothing serious. This is the third car on the purple ramp. So far, the green and purple are tied, but now we're heading to the red one to see who will be the winner today. Alright, here we've got a three-wheeled bike waiting for us. The only downside of this bike is that it's probably not gonna make it gliding all the way to the finish. But we'll try, we'll definitely give it a try. By the way, this is the red ramp at a 90-degree angle, so it's positioned almost completely upright. And well, yeah, that's definitely a problem. The cars really do fly straight up. The farthest we can go is... Oh, wait, okay. I thought it would be 200 meters, but we landed perfectly on the wheels and rolled all the way to 300. Now that's much better. Although I was expecting even more, at least 500. Alright then, let's go get the next car. The Sports Classic has arrived. Now this one actually looks really interesting. I really hope this car actually turns out to be fast too, so we can definitely launch it all the way to the finish line at the end. Yeah, launch it, because this ramp just throws us into space. Look, 400 kilometers per hour. But, oh, actually not bad. If only it were a bit lower, about 70 degrees, then I would have flown perfectly to the finish. On the previous ramp, at 40 degrees, I would have made it to the finish too. But since this red ramp launches us straight up, I only fly about 500, 700 meters. I've already passed 500, 500, 600, 700, even 800. But at 900, we'll stop and the car won't go further. So the big downside of this red ramp is 880 meters. What does that mean? It means we need a more powerful car. There isn't one like that here yet. Although this is a Dodge Challenger, the same one we had that made it to the finish. Only this is the SRT version, which should be even cooler, but there is just one but. This is an off-road car. It's considered an off-road car because of those huge tracks. So honestly, I can't even imagine what's waiting for us. But we're going to try our best to accelerate and reach the finish. Let's go! I really absolutely believe we can do it, but the ramp just launches us straight into space. If we need to fly forward, we're flying upward, and that's not exactly what we need. But oh well, 450, come on, 450. 450. Not bad. Overall, not bad. But I thought it would be better. Woo! Now that's a real G-Wagon. Almost. Alright, it's a Neva. It's a Neva. Let's just see what it's really capable of doing. Honestly, I really don't think this car is actually supposed to be very fast, but still, what? 600 kilometers per hour? Is this some kind of airplane engine or something? Weird. Just look at that. Seriously? It literally flew into space. The most important thing now is to land perfectly on the wheels. Looks like we're managing to do it. Come on, right to the finish, right at the finish line. A little to the left, just a bit. I'm flying a little to the left. Watch out! And that can only mean one thing, that today, at the red level, we have every chance to also get 3 cars because we still have the Lambo and one of the flying Lambos left. So, we'll have at least 2 cars for sure. I suggest we keep a bit of intrigue here since this Lambo isn't the flying one. Let's first test out the cheater Lambo because I think it's pretty obvious to everyone that this is a Lambo and it's not exactly ordinary. This is a flying Lambo. Although it's missing... Wait, how do you start the propellers? They didn't bring in any aviation fuel. Come on, leave a like. Go on, leave it. 1 like equals a liter of aviation fuel, and you'll help me get this Lambo started. Let's do it on 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Thank you. You really helped a lot. Look. There. Sorry. I miscalculated a little. There we go. That's it. Let's go. There. Please move aside. You're blocking our takeoff. And let's begin. Whoa. This Lambo is actually really hard to control. Alright, we'll try to use our ramp and... Oh! That ramp really launched us well! Alright, that's all just jokes. This is actually a flying Lambo. We already had one like this today, but this one looks like some kind of quadcopter, while the previous one looked like a real helicopter. But still, this is also a flying Lambo, and it just as easily makes it straight to the finish. Although, it's already starting to smoke a little, probably overheated, but it's not a big deal. That's already the second car on the red level. Let's leave it here and go check how many cars we end up with on the red level today. Alright. And here's the last Lambo from the red collection. Actually, it's the last Lambo for today. In fact, the last car for today, I would say. And this is really the toughest challenge because now we'll find out if... Whoa! This car can match up to the 2 ramps. Damn, it's also really powerful, and I don't know how to control it. It's skidding really hard. Alright, let's pick up speed. A little left, a little right. No! Oh, come on! See, when the car is too powerful, problems start to happen, and... Unfortunately, today the red ramp can't compete with the green and blue ones, and this Lambo is just going to turn into a pile of metal. It's a real shame.
Hi guys! As always, your favorite little penguin Koki is here with you. And a new experiment where we'll find out which car can fly across the entire GTA 5 map using different ramps that get bigger and bigger each time. Well, you know the rules, but you don't know which cars we'll have today. So, I'm here to show you just that. Just look at the awesome lineup we've got today. It starts with bikes, then moves on to unusual cars, supercars, off-road vehicles, and of course, Cheat Car 7 giant tanks are here today. So make sure to watch the video till the end, leave a like, and of course, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new experiment. And I suggest we start with the cars on the smallest ramp. This is the orange ramp, and here we've got the most normal cars. Well, they're normal everywhere, but whoa, what kind of bull is that? This is the smallest ramp, and I'm not sure how well it can handle all the challenges. What kind of bike is this? How do you even control it? Holy moly. Alright, all we need to do is pick up maximum speed. Honestly, it feels like I'm steering a bull. It doesn't handle at all. Okay, we just need to get up to top speed. Come on, let's go. I can't press the brake or the gas, but I can steer the bike. I mean, I expected it to be a bit faster, but controlling it is just hell pure hell. Still, it covers 150 meters, not a bad result. But honestly, I thought it would be better, but we're not getting upset. And we're moving on. Because up next is the turbo tractor. Alright, it's just an ordinary rusty village tractor. But if we push it to its top speed, I think we might actually pull something off. So I suggest we accelerate as much as possible. Let's go! By the way, let me know in the comments which of these ramps you think will be the winner today. With which ramp do you think will be able to fly the farthest? Alright, perfect landing! Come on! 400? Seriously, come on, tractor, please keep rolling. Well, almost 450 meters. By the way, that's actually pretty good, exactly 3 times farther than the previous car. That's already way cooler. We've already flown almost half the map, and the next car in line is even faster. This is the real Ford Mustang. Let's go test it out. Full acceleration and takeoff. The most important thing is to line it up carefully. And now there's going to be a drift. Here comes the drift. What? Woohoo! In a drift. Damn, that really slowed us down. And we flew exactly 500 meters, exactly half. Man, if we had landed right on the wheels, we would have made it to the finish. Because I can't press the gas, but I can't brake either. If that had happened, I would have just rolled to the end, but no luck to the 500 meters. Okay, what's next? This car from Fast and Furious is a real off-roader. Again, let's not waste any time and immediately hit top speed, almost 400 kilometers per hour. It's flying super straight, we land right on the wheels, and goodbye, losers. Seriously? 600? Come on, let's make it to 700. Please, please, please. No, looks like it's not gonna happen. 650. So far, this is the absolute winner. No other car has flown farther yet, but we still have the real star of the show. Let's go test it. A real Lamborghini Centipede. Look at those huge wheels. Whoa, they're even twice as big as me. And there are 10 wheels in total. Have you ever seen anything like this? I don't think so. This is just insane. Alright, once again, we're going for maximum speed, and I hope this car at least makes it to the finish line, or at least gets there. Come on, let's all accelerate. Go, go. We're picking up maximum speed, although something tells me it's too heavy for this. Yeah, it's almost as heavy as the previous car from Fast and Furious. By the way, it's really hard to steer. Look, I'm turning the wheels all the way, but it's not moving at all. How does that even make sense? Yeah, of course. Driving a car like this is probably like driving a limousine. Wow! Well, that's it. Now it's definitely not going anywhere. Alright, let's move on. And next up is the green car collection. Seriously, what is this tiny bike? What is that supposed to mean? Alright, the ramp is already at 15 degrees, so we're going to go full speed. And it should be even cooler. Let's go! Oh, right. On bikes, we can glide. Look! Woohoo! Perfect. Come on! No one said we couldn't glide. Easy landing. Whoa! That's it. Now brake. Now brake. No way! I actually really like this. Second ramp and already the first car at the finish. This is really cool. But still, something tells me that 15 degrees is just the beginning of the fun. Yeah, but 30, that's kind of average. 30 or 40 degrees will be the coolest. And 90 just seems way too steep. But we'll find out. We'll test it today. Watch the video till the end and don't forget to like it. What's that over there? Is that a tractor? Seriously? Alright, today we're definitely gonna test everything. Full throttle in Formula 1, let's go. The most important thing is to land on the wheels. The cars are really fast today, but I don't think we'll make it to the finish. Come on, let's go. It's moving, look. I'm not pressing the gas, not pressing the brake, but we're really close. Come on, come on, come on, just a little bit more. Come on. No, seriously. 990 meters. That's impossible. It's just impossible. The finish was so close. Well, alright. I guess it's not happening today. Okay, next up is the tractor. Seriously. And just look at what a powerful engine it has. I think it might pop a wheelie. Seriously? Wait, stop. One more time. Watch. Let's hit top speed in 1 and 2 and 3. Let's go. Woohoo! Look at that. It's actually popping a wheelie just a little bit, but it's still doing it. That's impressive. Come on, let's fly. 5 minutes in the air. All good, and bam. Perfect landing. Oh, man. It's a shame. It's just the tractor, though. Yeah, for a tractor, it's really fast, but even the rusty tractor flew farther. Seriously. That's how it is. Apparently, this tractor turned out to be too heavy. It only managed to fly 350 meters. Let's keep going. We're moving on. So, what's next for us? These are off-road vehicles and military ones. Just look at what it can do. See, there's a Lambo parked over there. Boom. That's what I call a perfect parking job. Alright. That's at top speed. It's really powerful, guys. It's woo! What's wrong with it? It's impossible to control. Absolutely impossible to control. It spins and twirls like crazy hard, but luckily it landed back on its wheels and stopped right away. It's actually incredibly heavy. It is completely armored, and the farthest distance it ever managed to go was only 510 meters. Seriously? Well, I was expecting more, to be honest, but no luck. And now, there's just one last car left for us to test. It's a Lambo, but not just any Lambo, it's a flying one. Can you imagine a real flying Lambo? And I feel like I don't even need to say that it'll make it to the finish line. Although, who knows? We're going for it. I'm not pressing the gas. That's it. I can't press the gas. Wait, seriously? Are we just flying straight down? Well, yes, there are no wings on this craft. It's basically like a helicopter, you see. As soon as you stop pressing the gas, it just drops straight down 220 meters. Seriously! Honestly, I expected more from this car. And now we're heading to the blue level. And I think this is probably my favorite level because, first of all, it's 30 degrees. It's kind of in the middle, more or less what we need. I have a feeling this ramp is gonna be the winner today. And if you haven't left a comment yet, make sure to do it right now. We're gliding on the bike. Gliding on the bike. Look at how gliding GTA helps us complete this challenge just perfectly. That's it. I'm even braking now because we literally flew across the whole map in just a second. Have you ever seen anything like that anywhere? Yeah, on the previous bike. But for now, the green team is in the lead because they have one bike and one car that almost made it to the finish line. But I'm sure the blues will still get even now, although this is questionable. Toilet! Seriously! Who put the toilet here? On wheels? Is this some kind of joke? A prank? A joke or what? How do you even manage this? How? What genius invented the toilet on wheels? Yes, it is convenient, no question. But what kind of genius came up with this? I flipped over on the toilet on wheels. This is funny. No, this is not funny at all. But still, we fly 350 meters straight, just like our turbo tractor. Let's go to the next car. And this is a real James Bond convertible. It looks really cool. And I hope we can make it to the finish just as cool. Let's hit maximum speed. Let's go. 300 kilometers per hour. 400. 470. Come on. Yeah, look, see, I told you this ramp is perfect. We're flying really high and far, and it looks like we're even landing on the wheels. Come on, right on the wheels. Straight. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Roll to the finish. Not braking, speed dropping. No. Come on, please. No, no, no. Seriously, literally 10 meters. I'm furious. Alright, this is no joke anymore. Real minibuses and gazelles now. Let's see what this gazelle can do. It definitely looks very sporty. We even have a bucket dangling in the back. Well, that's a spoiler, guys. That's a spoiler. Yeah. So the gazelle drives better. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is it so fast? I couldn't even handle the steering. Let's try attempt number 2. Honestly, I didn't expect this gazelle to be so fast. But look, it's really being pressed down and it's accelerating to some insane speeds. Wait, seriously? It's flying toward the finish line. Look, even the finish line flew over. Okay, no, stop. Brake, gazelle. Gazelle, hit the brakes. Straight to the finish. Perfect. I like this kind of thing. If all cars flew through like that, it would be awesome. So, the blue team is pulling ahead because they already have 2 cars at the finish line. And now there's Sonic's car left, which should be really fast. Everyone knows Sonic is the fastest hedgehog in the world. So, let's go. What? No, wait, that's not fair. How is that? Was there 1,000 there? Whoa! Easy. Stop. Let's see. Testing 0 to 100. Seriously, why is it really so fast indeed? Look at that. Woohoo. Oops. This car is really fast. I suggest, easy. A second try. I think we accelerated too quickly. Alright, let's go, both of us. Let's fly. I even overshot it. I didn't reach the top speed, but I'm definitely flying past the finish line. This is definitely the absolute winner of today's challenge, and it's already the third car added to the blue collection. So what's next? Now we're gradually moving on to the purple collection. And that means only one thing, the ramp has increased by 10 degrees. And we're starting off with the scooter. It's interesting, when you're driving on the road, you can see everything. How many are there? 50 lights? Alright, maximum speed. Let's see if this scooter can make it all the way to the finish line. Wow! I'm really flying into space. Just look at that. Okay, easy now. We're landing a little lower and... there we go! A perfect landing right at the finish. And that's the first vehicle at the purple level. Are we catching up to the blue ones or what? Alright, let's keep moving forward. The next level is Little Panda, which is the second level. Okay, this is definitely cooler than the wheelchair from before. But let's hope this car makes it to the finish line now. Full acceleration, let's go. Come on, please. We have to land this perfectly. Look how high we're going. This really should work. But I truly think that 30 degrees is just absolutely perfect, because 40 degrees really launches you a bit too high. And then unfortunately I just dropped like a heavy rock. Yeah, you see, I barely made it anywhere at all. Just about a mere 100 meters. And 800 meters is the absolute maximum distance this car can actually go. Man, I honestly thought it would be much better, but oh well. Our supercar is waiting for us. Let's go test it out. Now this, of course, I truly and genuinely like a whole lot more. This is a Dodge Challenger. This is definitely a really cool car, super fast. So I suggest we don't even go for its top speed, because I have a feeling we'll make it all the way to the finish line anyway. Yeah, look. Perfectly straight, and we even overshot it. Look! I didn't even reach top speed, and we flew past the finish line. Well, that's a Dodge for you, that's a Dodge. Who could have thought otherwise? Second car in the purple collection. Alright. And what's this now? This is a real car for the zombie apocalypse. This is of course really cool, with machine guns, spikes, and rams. You can't even do this? Whoa. Sorry. Move aside. Okay, full acceleration. Let's go. Let's see what this beast can do. Woohoo! It's definitely very heavy. Something tells me that we definitely won't make it to the finish line, because this car is just too huge and too heavy. Well, yeah, that's exactly how it is. Whoa! Perfect 600 meters. Overall, not bad, but I was still hoping that even this car would make it to the finish. And now, the last Merc in this challenge, the AMG C63. Now, this is really cool. And it's a Nike Mercedes too. It accelerates to 500 kilometers per hour. And I think it's absolutely clear to everyone here that we're going to fly past the finish line, maybe even beyond it. But that's already the third car added to the purple team's collection. No way. So now both the blue and purple teams are on the same level. Will the red team really be able to beat them or not? We'll definitely find out. Right now the score is 3-3, either the purple team or the blue team. And now, the last red collection for today. Let's go test it. At least one car is definitely going to make it. I'm 100% sure of that. It's this kind of bike. Look. Whoa. Perfect. We can even drive under a tank. Do you know why it'll make it? We don't even need to hit top speed here. We can just glide. Here it is. Here it is, the 8th wonder of the world, as they say, gliding in GTA. Let's go. We need to glide all the way to the finish. Just stick to the strategy perfectly and keep our balance. All right, let's go a bit higher. Just a little bit higher. No, keep flying, keep flying. Just keep flying. Come on, come on. Fly, 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 fly. Sand, come on. Yes, perfect. That's it. We're at the finish. The first car is in, and for now, the Reds can still compete. But something tells me that not all the cars will make it to the finish line on the red level today. At the very least, because this is a wheelchair, and I'm not even sure if it can make it up that 90-degree ramp. Ow, ow, ow. Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Top speed to 300 kilometers per hour in a wheelchair. Are you serious? No, well, of course, that's really cool. But the farthest we fly is 115, maybe 120 meters. A perfect landing, just an amazing landing. Who could have expected more? There are only 3 cars left, and with each attempt, the chances get smaller and smaller. At the very least, because a 90-degree ramp just launches the car straight up. That's why I think a 30 or 40-degree ramp is the coolest one. But these cars, they just fly straight up. Look at that. Yeah, it seems really high. We almost flew into space. You can see the whole map. That's all well and good, but we land without making it halfway, and the car won't go further. It just drops like a stone, and that's it. Watch. Here we go. Well, okay, it went further, and that's all. 500 meters. All right, 550. Almost 550 meters. But that's not the finish. That's not the finish. Although, who knows? Maybe the last 2 cars can make it to the finish line. Because one is a real Lunar rover and the other is a giant tank. Who knows? Maybe these are the cars that will actually reach the finish today. Let's go. Maximum acceleration and 400 kilometers per hour. That's really fast. If this car were on the blue or purple ramp, it would definitely make it to the finish line. But right now, it only flies about 300 meters at most. Alright, let's speed it up. Well, we sped it up perfectly 300 meters. Exactly 300 meters. Gorgeous. The acceleration didn't work. Well, the last one in line is the tank. This, of course, will be very interesting. He shoots, and it's really quite cool. But something tells me that we most likely won't be able to fly completely across the entire vast map. Yeah, 0-0? Seriously, this is the only car that has flown 0 meters. Well, okay, maybe 1. Seriously? Well, yeah, it's a tank after all. Who could have expected anything else? But most importantly, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on new cool experiments just like this one. Don't forget to hit the bell so you can be the first to watch my videos. And today, in the video, the purple and blue levels take the win. Since the blue car was closer, the blue level is today's winner. And as always, it was me, your favorite little penguin. See you again. Bye bye for now, everyone. Woohoo!